Where my sister wins, I win at the Sisters Cafe.
This segment is brought to you by G-Class Travel. Oh, the places we will go. Hey, everybody. This is your host, Gladys B. Welcome to another segment of Sisters Cafe, your go-to space for inspiration, empowerment, real conversations, and of course, good coffee. I am excited to be here with you today. So it's April, y'all. April 2025. Welcome to April. I am so excited. April is a month for renewal, empowerment, and awareness. So together for this month, we are going to take a journey of self-discovery, action, and transformation. So for those who don't know, April is Stress Awareness Month. So we're going to tackle that today because that is a conversation that we all can resonate with. Real talk. All of us have experienced or are experiencing stress. Some of us on a more regular basis than others, but nevertheless, stress is real, right? We hear that stress is the number one killer. So what we're going to talk about today is how to manage your stress like a boss. So let's get into it. Grab your cups and meet me at the table. If you haven't, go over and subscribe to the website at www.sisterscafeinc.com. Also, go over to that podcast and subscribe to that. And while you're out there, stop by the YouTube channel and subscribe so that you don't miss anything that is going on. Don't forget to check out that online store and grab you and your friends some cafe swag. Send in those Woman Crush Wednesday nominations so we can spotlight the amazing women in the world, impact the world or their community or their church or their workplace, or just somebody you like a whole lot, whatever it may be. If somebody has impacted your life or you're even watching afar off that you admire, send in those nominations. All I need is their name, your name, and why you are nominating them. And of course, a nice photo so that we can spotlight them, not just on the show, but all across social media platforms as well. You can send those nominations into info@sisterscafeinc.com. And we're always looking for sponsors and advertisers for the cafe. If that's you, if you need to promote your business or get the word out to a whole different audience, this is the place to do that. We love our sponsors and we love our advertisers. If you are ready and prepared to promote your business, send your information to info@sisterscafeinc.com. Okay, let's get into it. We just stepped into April, and along with National Stress Awareness Month, April is always National Poetry Month, National Financial Literacy Month, National Volunteer Month, Autism Awareness, Earth Month, Sexual Assault Awareness and Prevention Month, National Donate Life Month. We got things like National Library Week, Public Health Week, Animal Control Officer Appreciation Week, National Crime Victims' Rights Week. We also have days in April, such as April 1st being April Fool's Day. April 2nd, we celebrate National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. I didn't know that. My husband would appreciate that. April 7th is National No Housework Day. April 10th is National Siblings Day. So make sure you post your brothers and your sisters on that day and let the world know how much you love your brother and sister. We know that April 15th is, that's right, tax day. Get all that in. That don't mean wait till April 15th, y'all, to get the taxes in. Do it before. That way there won't be any problems and you're not scurrying and rushing to do a whole bunch of things. Get that done. For those procrastinators, just pretend April 15th is today. Go ahead and get that done. April 16th is National Wear Your Pajamas Day to work. Now, I'm not sure how much that's going to fly anywhere, but it is National Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day. April 18th is National High Five Day, and the 19th is National Hangout Day. Who knew? April 22nd is Earth Day. April 23rd, National Picnic Day. I did not know that was a thing, but you learn and you grow, right? April 24th, one of my favorite days, Administrative Professional Day. The administrative professionals, hats off to you, but I guess I'll wait till April 24th for that day. April 27th is National Prime Rib Day. 28th is Superhero Day. So I guess we get to celebrate Iron Man and them. Who is your favorite superhero? Put it in the comments. I would love to know. I mean, I guess we should talk about it on the 28th, but I would like to know now, who would be your best or favorite superhero? My favorite superhero to this day would be flat out Wonder Woman. Like, real talk. I wanted to be Wonder Woman since I was 5. So that has not changed. I love Wonder Woman. I love what she stands for. I just love her. I do. April 30th, National Hairstylist Appreciation Day. Y'all, give your beautician a card or something. Bring her a piece of cake. I don't know, but they be keeping us together, don't they? For real. So let's make sure that we appreciate them on April 30th. So we are talking today about managing stress like a boss. And I think this is very befitting, seeing as though April is Stress Awareness Month. Now, let's talk about that a little bit. Stress awareness. Sometimes we're not even aware of how stressed we are because we're not paying attention to the signs. Your signs could be anything. The physical implications of too much stress is the tension and the headaches and things like that that we do experience on a regular basis. What is stress? Stress is our body's response to pressure. That's what it is. This big old thing, the silent killer, is our response, our body's response to pressure, whether it is work, relationships, church, money, health issues, internal battles like self-doubt, uncertainty, things of that nature. Whatever creates pressure, that is our body's response to it. Now, a little stress is okay. A little stress can keep you motivated, but too much of it will have you burnt out. Like, real talk. Burnt out is real, y'all. Burnt out is real, but that is a whole segment on its own. Today, we are talking about managing stress like a boss. Did you know that chronic stress can lead to anxiety, depression, and even physical health issues like high blood pressure and heart disease? But there's good news. We can take control of that if we learn how to manage it instead of letting it manage us, right? Right. So why does stress happen? Stress happens when the demand placed on you, whether physical, emotional, or mental, exceeds your perceived ability to cope. So you are stressed when you think something is more than you can handle, when it seems beyond your reach, or that it's impossible, or that's not going to happen. I can't get through that. There's no way that's going to change. This is how I'm going to be forever. All those types of things, it starts to stress when you put that demand on your body that you telling your body you can't handle. It is your body's natural reaction to pressure, change, and challenges. So we got some common. Everybody has dealt with a lot of stress. Some have little stress, some have a lot of stress. And the thing is, some of us have learned to deal with it, but a lot of us haven't. And that's what we're going to change this April. It is a season of renewal. It is a season of change. Season of renewal and season of change. You can change. We have to change our language. We have to change our perception. We have to change our idea of things so that way we are headed in a new direction, right? Right. There are common causes of stress. Let's start with work and career pressure. You got deadlines, long hours, job insecurity, or workplace conflicts. You got school. You got things that you are worried about. Well, what am I supposed to do? I think most of us are always trying to figure out not just what's going on right now, but we are concerned about the things that may happen in the future, especially with our current administration. Now, I don't usually talk politics or anything like that, and I'm really not going to talk about it now. However, the future is uncertain. The future seems or can seem a little bit shaky right now because we have no idea of what can truly happen and what certain people can make happen. However, if you think about it, we never knew. I don't care what president gets into office, they can say whatever they want to say for us to vote for them. But did we truly know what they can and cannot do, or would and would not do? No. So our future was never solid, rock solid. We just had more trust in certain people than other people. So let's not let that deter us from keeping a focused, straight mind on what we are supposed to do, where we're supposed to go, and how we're supposed to get there. Then we have financial worries. We got debt, unexpected expenses, struggling to make ends meet. We deal with that a lot. And I don't know about you, but that part of the stress tends to be a big part of stress. You got little stressors, medium stressors, but financial stressors, it's like it's ready to take you out, really. And it's always on our mind. Why? Because it takes money to live, right? It takes money. Them kids can't feed themselves. That house is not going to just work on air and hallelujahs. It's not. So I understand the financial stress of it all. One thing I brought up was the unexpected expenses. Statistics says the majority of us do not have enough money or any money in a savings account for unexpected expenses or emergencies. So y'all gonna have to take some classes or get with some money people. We just had Dr. Sonia on last week. Get with people like that so you can figure out how your financial future is going to be, or at least how you want it to be. Find a way to line it up. You need savings. You need an emergency fund, because us taking our regular everyday money and using it for an emergencies, now you in debt for your regular bills. Now you're stressed. We want to do what we can do to eliminate certain stresses from our lives. If at all possible, eliminate the unnecessary things. Unnecessary. There's a lot of things we carry on and we have and we're thinking about and we're consumed with, that ain't got nothing to do with where you going. Real talk. Real talk. One of the best lessons I've learned, and that was from Grandpa. He said we would take 6 months to mind our own business and take the other 6 months to leave other people's business alone. Period. If we should do this thing, our capacity to stay focused on the things we are supposed to will grow, and you'll be less stressed about it. Mind your business. Leave other people's business alone. Focus on you. Focus on you, your family's wealth, your family's growth, your family's generations to come. Focus on that. Y'all leave people alone. Mind your business. That's a whole, you know what? We're going to have to do that. We are definitely going to have to do that. We're definitely going to have to talk about that on a different segment, because we're very consumed with what other people are doing, what they're saying, how they look, what they think of us, all of that. And it takes up too much brain power. I don't have space. I don't. Most people think I just be in my own world, but it's not that. It's just I don't have the capacity to worry about you and worry about me. I don't. I don't, especially when raising the boys. Where do I have room to worry about anything else other than making sure these 3 humongous boys are fed, sheltered, and taken care of? There's no room. There's no room. So in order to decrease my stress, I had to learn to focus on what had to be focused on. Period. Another common cause of stress is relationship and social pressures. We have family, friendships, dating, and feeling isolated. We got people that are feeling lonely. Even that, and lonely doesn't necessarily mean you are alone. Lonely is a state of how you feel. You can be in a house full of folks and still be alone. You can be married for years and still be alone. You can have a best friend in the whole wide world and still feel alone. So those things can cause stress. When sometimes we are not exactly in the relationship status that we want, we feel like we don't have enough friends, or we don't have enough people to call on, whatever it may be. Some of us out here in this dating world, and it ain't nice. Yes, I said ain't. It ain't nice. It is not a nice dating world these days. I don't know that it has ever been, but it really ain't now. It really, really, really is not. I don't wish that on nobody. Like, for real. I'm so glad I hung that dating key up. I need to throw it in the fire. That's what I need to do. It ain't no joke out there, y'all. I don't like it. I don't like it. I didn't like it when I was in it. I don't. But again, another segment for another time. Life transitions and uncertainties. You got moving, marriage, divorce, parenthood, losing loved ones, health issues, world scares. All kinds of things are going on in life that has got us stressed out. Like, for real. The news in itself, you cannot turn on the news these days without it stressing. I mean, your blood pressure then went sky high before you even get out of bed. I made up in my mind years ago, I would just not listen to the news in the morning. Let me put on some Jesus music. Let me throw on the word, because how I started my day is how I wanted my day to go. And it needed not be stressed. I got enough stress. I got enough things going on than to pack world peace into that. to hear the wars and the rumors of wars and the changes and the devastations, and the dog died and the cat got lost and the alligator got shot. I don't want to know. Not first thing in the morning. Not first thing in the morning. Definitely not before I go to bed. We get to choose. This is what I mean by managing stress. You get to choose how you want to manage this. You get to choose the information that is coming in your eyes and your ears. You get to choose that. You get to choose how you are going to react to certain situations. We know it very well. Life is 10% of what happens and 90% of how you react to it. So it is our choice, our charge to determine how we're going to react to certain things. And it don't happen overnight. I'm not going to lie. It's not an overnight change. It's something that you have to practice. As with anything else, you must practice this behavior. And in turn, it will become like second nature. It's not that I don't get bad news or things go all my way. Not. Things do not go my way, because if they did, things would be a lot different. But what happens? What do I do if I get bad news? I choose. How am I going to react to this news? Is there anything I can do about what I just found out? How am I going to allow this to interrupt or not interrupt my day? Am I going to allow this to steal my joy, steal my happiness, steal my smile, steal my peace, steal my relaxation? No. Peace is more important. Peace is way more important. Next thing, health issues. Health issues alone can cause you stress. There are some of us that deal with personal illness, chronic pain, certain diseases, or we take care of somebody with these issues. And that can be bad. That can be bad. But again, how are we going to react to it? Are we, woe is me? This is it. Might as well lay here and die. If God didn't want it, it wouldn't happen. What are we going to do about what we know? Are we going to claim this? No, we're not. What are we going to do about it? And it's funny, me and Dr. Faith were just talking about this. What are you going to do about it? We can't will you lay here and die? No, ma'am. No, sir. What are we going to do with the information that we have?
Excuse me, y'all. That's how excited I am about Sisters Cafe. But anyway, let me tell you. My name is Darlene Armstrong. I'm the author of When the Leaves Fell from the Tree, The Art of Letting Go, and The Last Word. I also released the ebook last year titled The Marriage Muscle. And if you want to know where I spend my Friday nights, well, if you didn't want to know, I'm going to tell you anyway. I spend my Friday nights at the Sisters Cafe. There's no better place to be. Sisters Cafe rocks.
Another common cause of stress is overcommitment and burnout. Y'all, I know we did a segment on this before. I just don't remember what it's called. Overcommitment and burnout. It is real. Saying yes too much and having no time to rest will cause your body to react. Believe me. Believe me. We got a lot of people who are exhausted. They're dealing with a lot of pain. You're so tired, you can't think straight. You're passing out. You're so tired, you don't have any energy. You have brain fog all the time. You're just kind of going like a mummy because you know what to do. You know how to get up, go to work, go to church and come back. Get up, go to work, go to church and come back. It don't take rocket science for that. But what happens is you become in this mummified state. Well, that's what we're doing. We're just like a robot. We ain't thought nothing. We are not getting no clear ideas. Creativity is out the door, period. And we're just going and going and going and going. That is burnout. 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 Another cause of stress is self-doubt and inner criticism. Y'all, we are hard on ourselves. And I'm saying we are our worst critics. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace. Negative thoughts, perfectionism, and fear of failure keeps us on stress mode, like all the time. It has to be perfect. It has to be right. What if it fails? What if it doesn't go right? What if I mess up? What if they don't like it? What if they don't say nothing? What if they don't respond? We got a lot of what ifs. One of my favorite sayings by Aaron Henson, my favorite sayings. What if I fail? Oh, darling, what if you fly? I love it. I love it. Every time I have to remind myself, every time I get ready to step out there or do something, and my first thought is, what if it goes wrong? I replace that. What if it goes right? What if everything works out? What if this is the yes you were looking for? What if this is that time? What if? Why do we always go to the negative first? No, this will work. This will work. This will come to pass. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. It reminds me of a title that my leader preached years ago. And that has not got out of my mind. And every so often, I have to remind myself. But she was preaching and she asked, where is your authority? Where is your authority? We are acting like scared wimps, like real talk. Where is your authority? What are you going to do about it? What did God place in your hands? So excited about that. Where is your authority? Real talk. Then we have external factors that cause us a lot of stress. And we spoke about this: global events, social media overload, feeling overwhelmed by the news. Y'all, social media be having us bugging. Like, for real. Did you know that there can be too much? I admire the people who every so often you'll see them take a hiatus from social media. It is, I advise it. I do. I advise it because it can be team too much to take in all of those feelings and goals and thoughts and negativity. We must learn to breathe. We must learn to deal with things according to how it works for us, not anybody else. Stress can impact the mind and the body. It affects different people in different ways. Physically, it can cause headaches, fatigue, muscle tension, sleep problems, and weaken immune systems. Emotionally, it spikes anxiety, irritability, sadness, and feelings of being overwhelmed. Mentally, it stops us from focusing. It causes us to be forgetful. We leave in everything. We don't know where we put this or that. And our decision making becomes a severe struggle. Behaviorally, it causes us to overeat or undereat, withdrawing from others and adopting unhealthy coping habits. A lot of that happens. Sometimes we feel like a little drink is going to work, or a little puff is going to make it all better. It doesn't. It doesn't. And you're just creating another issue for yourself. Experts say, set peace of mind as your highest goal and organize your life around that. Brian Tracy said that. Set peace. Peace. If peace is the goal, this is the goal. Peace. Everything else needs to line up with your peace. If it doesn't line up with your peace or add to your peace, let it go. Chop it off. When you find yourself so stressed, ask yourself one question. Will this that I'm stressed about matter in 5 years from now? If yes, then do something about the situation. If no, let it go. Drop it. Just like you drop an empty cup in the trash can. Drop it. That simple. That simple. I know it sounds hard, but it is literally that simple. When something comes up that I ain't cool with, or I don't like, or I disagree with, I ask myself that question. Is this going to matter? Is this going to change anything in my life right this second? Is it going to matter to me years from now? Can I do anything about it? Is the question. If I can't do anything about it, I drop it like an empty cup in the trash can. And I'm not going back to get it. I'm not. We were at a christening. Shout out to Serenity, the Bowden family. I love you guys. I love you all. We christened my second granddaughter last week. During the service, Pastor Page was preaching, and he said something that's been ringing in my ear. I also posted it, but he said, I almost let my feelings cancel my future. Almost let my feelings, y'all. We be overwhelmed, stressed. We want to quit certain things. We want to give up. We want to walk away. We want to not deal with it. We want to react a certain way. And then you mess up your future. You quit, and then you cancel your blessing. You forfeit your blessing by some things that you say. Y'all, we don't have to react to everything. We don't. We don't. It's unnecessary. Very unnecessary. Sometimes, it was Mark Black that said this. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. Just chill out. Take a breath. Take a breather. Give it a moment. Think about what you're doing. Think about peace on purpose. Ooh, to write that down. Peace on purpose. In order to manage stress like a boss, we have to master the mindset shift. It's not the stress that kills us. It's our reaction to it. It's our reaction to it. Stress is inevitable, but how we respond to it is in our control. 10% of what happens, 90% of how we respond to it. Instead of looking at stress like a threat, let's look at it as a challenge. That way we are motivated. We are ready. Adrenaline pumping. Let's change our situations, change our lives. Some of us want change, but we don't want to do anything to change it. We don't want to do anything different. We're scared to step out and do this. We don't want to take a chance to do this. We just don't. And we wonder why we're in the same predicament. Do something different. Something different. Set boundaries and learn to say no. Y'all, that is so my favorite word. Not somebody to tell me no, but for me to tell others no. I'm loving it nowadays. I am. I thought it was such a bad word for so long because you don't tell people you love no. But guess what? You do tell people you love no. No. You must protect your peace by recognizing when it is time to take a step back. You have to. You have to. Some things require nothing more than for you to step back. That's it. If it doesn't bring you peace, learn how to say no with confidence. Protect your peace because you can't get that back. You can't say, "Oh, well, I gave this person my peace on Tuesday, but I'll just go buy some more on Wednesday." Not gonna happen, Captain. It's not. You can't get that back. When they said you can't pay for peace, ooh, I didn't really realize how much you can't pay for peace. So therefore, you can't have mine. You can't have mine. I know it's not nice to be stingy, but for that, I'm going to be stingy. You can't have my peace. It's too expensive. It's way too expensive for me to give you my peace. And if you cost me my peace, you're too expensive. Can't do it. Can't do it. Peace is grand. Peace is nice. It's calming. It's beautiful. It's freedom. Yeah. And I love it. I love it. I always say the best version of me says no to others so I can say yes to myself. Again, doesn't happen overnight. It's something I still work on because the natural me wants to jump in and help. The inside me wants to jump in and save the day because I'm Wonder Woman. My heart wants to help. But the best version of me, which is what I'm always striving to be, if you haven't, go get the book. The best version of me says no to others so I can say yes to myself. What does the best version of you look like? Type it in the comments. What does the best version of you look like? You know what I would love is for you guys to send me in a video. It doesn't have to be long. Give me 30 seconds, 40 seconds, maybe 30 seconds is fine. 15 seconds is fine. But it should say the best version of me, fill in the blank. Make sure you introduce yourself. If you need to, shout out your business or whatever it may be. But send me in a video that tells everybody what the best version of you looks like. And we're going to make that the best version of me challenge. Hashtag best version of me challenge. Number 5 for week 5 is be healed. A lot of us are living our everyday lives with a whole lot of stuff that we have not healed from. And we know that because we act it out. Whether you know it or not, it comes out in your everyday life, in your conversation, in the way you treat people, in the way you look at people, in the way you think. One thing I've learned is healed people see things differently. Healed people hear things differently. We cannot, let me repeat, we cannot be our best selves traumatized, hurt, and unhealed. We go to church every Sunday, we're at every conference, we're at every revival, but yet we continuously walk out unhealed. We have to get to the point where we can get to the altar and lay it down and do not pick it back up. We have to get to the point where we honestly and sincerely leave it in the hands of the Lord. And real talk, therapy wouldn't hurt. I advise therapy. I do. I know it is frowned upon at church. I know it's not the thing we're supposed to do. We're only supposed to tell Jesus, and I get that. But while you're praying, go find you a therapist. Real talk. Therapy helps. Therapy helps. Therapy helps. Get you some therapy because you cannot be the best version of yourself with all of that in you. There's no room. There is no room. There's no room for the good when bad is compacted. We just stack it on. We suppress it. And we stack it on one towards the other, on the other. We stack it. And we wonder why we're sick, or we're bitter, or we're mad, or we just hate everybody. There's a reason for that. Check your insides. Check your insides. I know the book says to check your squad, but right now I'm telling you to check your insides because you must be healed before you can be the best version of yourself. But you have to be healed. You have to be healed. It's such a different place. It's such a different place than to have all that stuff replaying in your head. What somebody did to you, what somebody took from you, what you didn't get a chance to do, who held you down, who held you back, all of that. Who left, who stayed, who abandoned you, all of that, who hurt you, who violated you. And I can't be the best version of me with all that stuff hanging on me. I can't because the best version of me is so unbothered. But I don't want to replay that in my mind over and over again. All you do is get madder. Can I say madder? All you do is get madder. Every time you think of something somebody did or said, all you do is fuel your anger. All you do is replay it. All you're doing is ripping that Band-Aid off of a wound that was healing. Check your squad and be healed. Make sure you stay connected at www.sisterscafeinc.com. Check out the podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I'll see you again next week for another tip on how to be the best version of you. Another way to manage your stress like a boss is to breathe and reset. There are relaxation exercises that you can do. There are breathing exercises you can do, but one technique is called the 4-7-8 breathing technique. And it's created to calm your nervous system. So the 4-7-8 means you inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, and exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds, and then repeat. This will relax your body. It slows your heart rate, reduces anxiety, and signals to your brain to chill out. Just chill out. Then you have the progressive muscle relaxation, which is to release tension. You start at your feet. You tense the muscles for 5 seconds and then release. You move up to your legs, then your stomach, then your arms, then your hands, then your neck and face. You tense these things for 5 seconds and then you release them. This melts away the stress. It helps release physical stress and improves body awareness. There is a grounding exercise called the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding exercise. And what this does is refocuses your mind. So you name 5 things you see, touch 4 things around you, listen to 3 sounds, smell 2 different scents, and acknowledge 1 thing you are grateful for. I'll say that again. Write it down. Name 5 things that you see, touch 4 things around you, listen to 3 sounds, smell 2 different scents, and acknowledge 1 thing you are grateful for. Now, what that does for your body is it pulls your focus away from your stress into your present moment. Again, we are managing stress like a boss. That's what we're doing today. So it might seem simple. It might seem juvenile. It might seem dumb, but it works. It works. And what we do is whatever that needs to be, however we need to handle our stress, whatever we got to do to change, we're going to do that. We are going to do that. We are all familiar with the shoulder neck roll, right? Where you roll your shoulders forwards and backwards into slow circles. Then you gently tilt your head to the side to side, stretching your neck. Inhale deeply as you stretch and exhale as you relax. This releases built up tension from stress and long hours of sitting. Some of us sit for a long time because that's what we do for work or whatever it may be. A bonus tip: when you force yourself to smile, it signals your brain to release good hormones. So sometimes you just got to do that. We around here looking like we just sucked on some lemons. Force yourself to smile, and then it releases, your brain releases good hormones. Move your body. That is another way to manage stress. Some of us, it works better for others than it does for some of us. But even a 10-minute walk can reset your nervous system. You got stretching, yoga, or just get up and dance a little bit. Get up and dance a little bit to your favorite song. Sometimes you put some headphones on, put your song on, and just be jamming with it. It changes. It releases the tension. It does. It releases the stress and allows you to refocus on what you need to refocus. Another one is self-care. Y'all, self-care is not selfish. It's necessary. Because if you don't take care of you, but you taking care of everybody else, what happens to you? Let's make sure that we do what we need to do for ourselves so that we can keep taking care of others. So we can keep working. We can keep giving out because we're steady putting in, right? And then we can give out. Then we can share. Then we can offer. Then we could extend. Prioritize things that refuel you. Understand, I'm not talking about spending money. That is not what I'm saying. Spending money does not equate to self-care. It's not self-care equals spending money. It doesn't. It really, really doesn't. It does not equate to going over budget or spending things that you're supposed to be using for your light and gas or your rent or your car note or things like that. Self-care is simply prioritizing things that refuel you. Quiet time, prayer, journaling, watching a movie. Some people can do spa days, taking a walk, listen to music, sitting in a bath, taking a long extended shower, massaging your head. It could be anything. Whatever it is that refuels you, because that's different for everybody. Where some people might want a spa day, a massage and a mani and pedi and all that. Some people just want to be at home by themselves for 2 hours so they can take a bath and some bubbles with some aroma, lighted candles, get the eucalyptus leaves or something. I don't know. It could be anything that refuels you. So think about that. Self-care doesn't mean we do not have to go buy purses and shoes. Retail therapy is beautiful, but not if you can't afford it. Debt is not beautiful. Debt causes stress. We talked about that at the top. Debt is stress. So that's not what we want to do. We don't want to refuel ourselves by going into debt and causing more stress. So do whatever refuels you. What is one thing that you can do today to prioritize yourself that doesn't cost any money? Share that with me. Share that with us, because some people might not know. Some people might not even have taken out the time to understand or know what they like. And for the record, y'all get to know yourselves. Get to know yourselves. I know that we have spent years going along with what other people want, whether it's our kids, our spouse, our parents, our family, our church, to where we don't even know what we like or what we love. We don't even know what makes us happy because we've never taken out the time to do so. What is one thing you can do today to prioritize yourself? Let me know in the comments. Another way that we manage our stress like a boss is to declutter. Declutter your life. Y'all, clutter. Whew. Clutter is, I don't even know the word for it. Clutter is like a monster. That's what it's like. Clutter is like this monster. Clutter is like having a whole bunch of minions everywhere. and they're all over the place. Everywhere you step, everywhere you go, you can't find nothing, can't do nothing, can't get nothing, can't move nothing. Why? Because all these menus are everywhere. Clutter is not of God. It just isn't. And not only that, it clutters. It don't just clutter your space, it clutters your mental capacity. Like, real talk. Even if you want to go be creative, start writing a book, get an event together, budget something, anything you're ready to do, but everything is cluttered, it's like, oh my God, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. This is in my way. It's cluttered. So you can't do nothing. It doesn't allow you the space to do it. You have to simplify. That could be your schedule, unnecessary obligations, and organization of your space. Clutter comes in all forms. It's not just in your house or your office or your desk. Again, your schedule. Your schedule is so cluttered. You just running on fume. I am extremely guilty of it. There are a lot of times because I try to go over my schedule on Sunday nights to see what's going to happen through the week. We also have household meetings here that see what's going to happen for that quarter. And there are a lot of times we have to say, yeah, no, not that one. Or there might be this one and that one. You got to choose what's best for you. Sometimes we can't do all of them, but we have to do what's best for us, what's best for the household, what's best for your mental capacity. You have to. You have to, or else you will just be cluttered. You're there, but you're not there. And I know we've all experienced this. We could consider also a digital detox. We talked about that up above a little bit. Log off of social media for a day. When I tell you, it makes a world of difference. I used to be so stressed out about, I got to post, I got to be on there. But I'm like, please. I got a whole life I'm living outside of social media. So it's not necessary all the time. I can take a day off. I cannot post today. And for those who are in productive land with me, I schedule mine so that I don't have to jump in every day. I'm not going to log in every day. I used to log in every day so that I can make sure I'm posting, telling people to get the book, get the mug, get the t-shirt, watch Sisters Cafe, and I was stressed about it because I thought I would lose momentum if I didn't get online and post, because the people who I think, and I'm saying I think because I don't know what's really going on, because social media, you could portray yourself as anything, right? But I thought, listening to the social media gurus, that I had to post every single day. And I've learned now that I can take a day off. I can. I don't have to be on there. And for those who don't understand, the green light doesn't mean I'm on there. I get people where your light was on. Okay, that was it. This green is not go. Green is not for go. Just because my light is on does not mean that I am on social media. Y'all cut it out. Cut it out. If I don't answer, wait for an answer. I think that's the funniest thing sometimes. I do. Anyway, that's a whole nother day. Another way to manage your stress is faith, along with stress relief. Give your burdens to God. He got it. He got it. What's the song? What a friend we have in Jesus. There's a part that says, oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless pain we bear. All because we did not carry everything to God in prayer. Have faith that the plans for you that He has is good. Have faith and belief in all things work together for good to those that love Him. Have faith and understanding that this is but a light thing in the sight of God. A light thing. It's not stress worthy because you have a Father who controls it all. You have a Father who cares. You don't have to stress. Give it to him. Cast your cares upon him, for he careth for you. That's real talk. Real talk. Speaking of real talk, how can you take action today? I would encourage you to comment about what thing you'll do today to manage your stress like a boss. And for the next 7 days, commit to at least one stress relief practice. Just one. Just one. My personal favorite, don't laugh at me. My personal favorite is laughter. I will throw a comedy on of some sort in a minute. If I feel any discouragement or sadness or madness or anything, I'll throw comedy on in a minute. And not regular comedy. I mean comedy, something that's going to make me laugh with my mouth wide open. When I tell you it changes the whole trajectory of your body and your mind. It almost like laughter forces the sadness or the loneliness or the stress or the doubt or the anger or the bitterness or any of that. It's almost like laughter like kicks it out on his butt. Like the Fresh Prince introduction, Uncle Phil kicks Will out at the end. That's what laughter does to all those negative emotions. Kicks it right out. So I suggested for you, find you something that's going to make you laugh because you need it. Sometimes you need a good laugh. That also goes with your friends. Holler at your friends that you know can make you laugh or let them know what's going on. It's very possible. Y'all, we are suffering in silence and we don't have to. We don't have to. Now, you have to have the right friends. Hashtag check your squad. But get you a good squad. And it ain't a whole bunch of people. It can be one. I say 1 to 3 people. That's it. That's it. You do not need an entourage and you don't need a whole bunch of people in your business. But get you the right people. The right people in your life. Stress does not have to control you. You are powerful. You are capable and worthy of peace. Let's choose rest, balance, and joy like a boss. Join this conversation on the Sisters Cafe Facebook page or on the website. Share this episode with a friend who needs it. You share it with an enemy that needs it. Just share it with somebody that you think would benefit from learning how to manage stress like a boss. I am so excited that you were here. I am glad that you chose to be here. Don't forget to subscribe to the website, the YouTube channel, and the podcast. Go over to www.sisterscafeinc.com and get you some cafe swag. Nominate your Woman Crush Wednesday, and I'll see you again next week for another segment of Sisters Cafe here on Power News Radio.
It don't matter, just say yeah. I'll be right by your side through everything, you know, alright. Just stay cool, I'll come through to pray for, encourage, and uplift you. When my sister wins, I win. When my sister